How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I have about 18 questions in 4 minutes.
Go.
Oh,
Here we go. The most popular genre on the planet is the superhero genre. What is it about the comic book movies and the superhero genre right now that has so many people are so excited to see them?
I mean, partly I think it's the wish fulfillment. And that's why I love Shazam so much, because it's kind of the ultimate wish fulfillment, where this kid getting to actually be a superhero.
And I think that each of the, it's really about the great characters that populate a lot of the superhero movies. And each superhero movie is different than the other superhero movies. It's a large genre, but within it, you have heist movies, you have comedies, you have, pure action. And so I think there's a lot of room.
One of the things that really impressed me was the boardroom scene and what you guys were able to get away with in that scene, because it shows that this guy is, Mark Strong's character is a force to be reckoned with.
Yes.
Was there any debate on showing what he got away with? Because I don't want to be specific, but...
No, I mean, to me, it was always, it was that balance of, you don't want to go too far because it's not a horror movie, but you still want to have that real threat, so you actually feel that, okay, this could actually go bad for our heroes. But to me, it was just, you can be scary without blood and gore and just still set up a real threat.
We knew we needed a real sense of jeopardy, so that when the kids ultimately faced off against Savannah, we knew as an audience that there was a real potential for danger.
I'm going to ask this question completely spoiler-free. I love the ending, and I'm curious, when did you guys know that was going to be the ending? And I'm going to start with that.
Which ending?
I want to say stuff that happens in the carnival that maybe the audience is not expecting.
Okay.
At the carnival?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. That
I'm trying to avoid the...
Right.
Always is the answer.
I mean, that was always the plan, because it's such a great payoff to, the characters and the story that we're setting up. So, yeah, that was always part of the plan.
So that was ground floor when you're making this movie. You're like, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
What's interesting is it's managed to be under wraps. Again, I'm talking in very vague terms, but it's managed to be under wraps this whole time. How hard has it been to keep all this without leaking?
We hope that people will continue to keep it under wraps because it's such a satisfying reveal. Yeah. So I hope that people are going to, stay with us for the next 3 weeks until the movie comes out, without having it be spoiled, because it's great. And it's been hard. It's been hard, but we're delighted that most people see the upside of keeping it secret.
Because it just works so well when it catches you by surprise.
Completely. Listen, I love the movie. I've said this again and again. I think it's going to be a big hit. When you have kids in the movie, they are constantly growing. Mm-hmm. So my question is, if this is a big hit, is it one of these things where, you guys would be amped to just jump right back in? Because, Jack and everybody, they're going to, in like a year, they're going to look a lot different.
Yeah, they're going to look like Zach does today.
Right, exactly.
So we got to move swiftly with the sequel for sure.
Right. I have to ask you an individual question. I am very excited about James Gunn making a DC movie, and a lot of people are saying it's called The Suicide Squad.
Correct.
Is that definitely the title?
It is currently the title. Yes, The Suicide Squad.
And I heard that you said it. Well, I've heard it's a reboot, and you've confirmed it's a reboot. How does that work with the last film? Is it just sort of this never happened, or?
Can't really go into it now, but it all will be revealed in due course.
I want to know too.
I'm going to tell you off camera.
Right. That doesn't help me at all.
I might tell you off camera too. No.
Sure. So my last thing for you, I'm always curious about the editing process because ultimately that's the final rewrite. Can you talk a little bit about, and last question, how the movie maybe changed in the editing room, maybe what you learned from any early screenings?
It didn't change dramatically. I mean, the structure was always the same. It just, it's a big puzzle piece when you're in the edit. And sometimes you find like, oh, these pieces actually, we might need something to put in there. But it's kind of cool when you have a movie like this where you have, scans of every environment, scans of every actor. So if it's a little action piece that you need just to fit two pieces together, you can kind of create that in post a lot of the times, which is really cool.